Shalom, Israel. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out in Harlem, New York, 125th Street under Commanding General. If you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. It is Officer Ram, Officer 500, holding the class for the day. I'm coming to you today with we are to keep the laws and the statutes and the commandments of the Most High. He did not do away with the law.
Right.
So I need you to go to Matthew 5:17 for me.
Come. Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Think not. That's YAHANNA, but who people in the streets know as Jesus Christ. This is written in red. He said, think not that I am come to destroy. Read.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. The true prophets of the Most High are the men in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
Not your pastors that's having church on Sunday mornings, driving so many of God's people in the wrong direction. Read.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Christ said he did not come to destroy, but to fulfill the law. A lot of people today, the pastors, they want to say, they celebrate, they think it's okay to eat anything. They say that you can come as you are. Pretty much they say that you can live, pretty much they saying you can live any kind of way. And Christ saying that out of his own mouth, that he didn't come to destroy the law, but to fulfill the law.
Right.
Which means the law is not abolished with. We are supposed to be living by the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High right now at this moment.
Right.
This is why we find ourselves in such a difficult situation and at the bottom of the human race. That's why we're going through so many things, because the people have been misled. We have been lied to. Curses have been passed from generation to generation. And truly, the Bible is our heritage. We should be following the Bible. You should be listening to these prophets that's in the I.S.U.P.K instead of those lying preachers that's in them churches.
Right.
Could you go to Matthew 5:18 and 19 for me, please?
Come. Matthew chapter 5, Matthew chapter 5, verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled.
Until all be fulfilled. That means that anyone that's teaching the people of God anything besides the oracles of God in this Bible, he's committing the law within that act, that very act. It say, verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth passes, not one tittle shall wise pass away from the law, till all be fulfilled.
Right.
Christ, he did fulfill the laws, and he gave his life for us. That's why we should be following him and obeying him, and not these wicked pastors that's on this in these churches. Christ is the head of man, and we should all be, everyone that say they love Christ should be trying to make it to the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
Because that's the only truth that's on this planet. Read 19 for me.
Verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
Whosoever break one of these least commandments, the smallest commandment, even Christ hate a liar, lying, stealing. It's in Leviticus. It's all sorts of laws for blessings and curses. Moses told the people at the foot of the mountain that when he brought the 10 commandments down and gave it to us, that we should follow those laws, and if either we choose life or death.
Right.
If you're not gonna follow these laws, this Bible, which is the black man, Hispanic man, and Indian man, this is our heritage.
Right.
This is what we should be learning. This is what we should be coming together and getting on the I.S.U.P.K umbrella and learning this through Commanding General YAHANNA and all the generals and the captains that are in this school.
Right.
Because you can't find the truth nowhere else. People are not teaching the truth no more. Everybody's money hungry and greedy and going for their own read.
Right. And also another thing as well, I want to bring out, like a lot of people say, like, oh, there's what they say, 300 commandments or 600 something commandments in the Bible. It's so many that we all can't keep it. That's their excuse to escape from. That's their excuse from saying that even though it's so many damn commandments in the Bible, that's their excuse just to say that I can't keep them all, but I'm gonna keep as much as I can, just so I can get to those pearly gates of the kingdom of heaven. Meanwhile, the Lord said that you got to keep all the laws, that's commandments, not the ones you want to keep, not the ones that seem good, not the ones that seem like as if you can just be able to keep the ones that you think you can be able to keep, but you got to keep all of them. And as far as for the least commandments as well, like the least commandments in the Bible is like keeping your beard, something simple as that. You loving your woman and being her caretaker. You know what I'm saying? Right. Those are just some least commandments that the Lord told us to keep.
That's right.
That's all I want to say.
Yeah, thank you. And let's read any more on that.
Verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
See, right there, that's telling you he should be called least in the kingdom of heaven. That goes directly to these pastors that's teaching what they want to teach the people today, and they will be taken down from them comfortable positions. The pastors, different pastors that's getting all in the mega churches, getting all this money, buying Lear jets, buying $200,000 cars,
right,
buying $1 million mansions, things of that nature. Them greedy dogs. Them people don't care about us. They don't care about you, because if they did, they would be spending their money back in the community of the blacks. They would be building up the black community instead. And when you walk through this community, you don't see nothing but poverty.
Right.
You don't see nothing but sadness, misery. And these pastors don't give a damn about nobody. All they care about is themselves. Read.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Now, the only people that I ever met in my life that was teaching this word truthfully is the men in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
These the only brothers that I did not understand the Bible really until I got into the I.S.U.P.K. When I was going to those churches, man, I'm telling you, I knew something was wrong, because I would go and sit up in them churches 2.5, 3 hours every Sunday and leave out of there and don't feel anything. A happy feeling from listening to the choirs and things of that nature. A lot of people go to church just to hear the choirs, but some people go because they starving. Their souls are starving for the truth. And I knew that I wasn't being fed. I knew that I got baptized 5 times, and I kept leaving out of them churches, and then nothing changed. I was still living the same type of life. I was still doing the same things. I didn't know anything. And so that's how I know these pastors, these wicked pastors, they are in a lot of trouble.
Right.
A lot of trouble.
So I can, and also if I could, like just like you and so many other brothers that went to the Christian church seeking knowledge from the Christian pastor, and of course we're not getting nothing back in return at all the times and out of all the Sundays we spent every week and out of all the events that we've been partaking in the Christian church. Like everything in which we've been seeking from these pastors, they never gave us anything back in return. But the scripture also says, "Thy eyes shall see thy teachers" as well.
That's right.
And that's why every brother's in this truth now.
Right. So that these pastors, they like I said, they wicked dogs, man. They don't care about nobody. You know, they buying their wives and their kids, and they live in a lavish lifestyle when you got people catching the bus or need a ride to church. You know, I heard one a lady was sick that had been a faithful member of the church going for years, and she fell sick, and her son went to her pastor and asked the pastor to go sit with his mom, pray with his mom. She wanted to see her pastor. And the pastor told the brother that it would cost him $200 just to go sit with this lady. You know damn well that's wicked. That's what this lady has faithfully been going to this church. Now she's sick, and he want to charge the son $200 just to go see her. That's bad. In Jeremiah 23:1, Jeremiah 23:1 says, "Woe be unto the woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord." The Lord himself, he know what's going on. It's nothing hidden under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. And these pastors and these so-called leaders and politicians, they in a world of trouble.
Right.
They nothing but greedy dogs that's for hire. They all they want to do is line their pockets. And they will sell out our communities. They will sell out the people. They would do anything for money. And it's getting to a point where it's getting worse and worse. They can't even hide it anymore. If you pay attention, you got to be crazy not to realize what's going on around you.
Right.
Let's go to 1 John 2. All sorts of things are going on in this world today because of us not following the laws and the statutes and the commandments of the Most High.
Right.
Most High. Our children are being murdered in the streets. Our daughters are on strip poles. Abortions is at a all-time high. That's murder. You should, how can you, if you shouldn't be having sex really unless you gonna be with somebody. Sex is marriage according to the Bible.
Right.
You can't just be going around having promiscuous sex anytime you go out and get drunk. The first thing a brother do when he's sitting around women, if you know, the first thing we do, I did it, everybody get over, you buy a bottle and put it there and let her get tipsy. Because you know, then the more she drink, the more she dropping her guard. And you know, it's a lot of sisters out here, they gonna go. A lot of them will go the first night, for real.
Right.
You know, and then you know they end up by doing 2 or 3 times. Then they end up pregnant. Now she got to lie to her husband at home and tell him she pregnant and the baby ain't even his. It's the guy that she had sex with. And a lot of times when they having threesomes and things of that nature, you know, and all this stuff is an abomination to the Most High.
Right.
1 John 2, 3 and 5.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2, and verse 5. But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected.
But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected. If you keeping the word of God, then you know you're on the right track. You're on the right path. If you got to live a certain way, you got to come to class and be taught this truth in the I.S.U.P.K. because you can't get it from nowhere else.
Right.
If you saying that you love the Lord, but you're not keeping his commandments, the scriptures also say that you're a liar and the truth is not in you.
Right.
And these pastors are teaching us and turning us from the Most High with their doctrines and teachings of today. Read.
Come. Hereby know that we are in him.
We are in Christ. The only people that I know on this planet that's in him are the men and the women that are in the I.S.U.P.K. We are the only ones that's keeping the truth. We have taken our spirits from America. We don't celebrate those wicked holidays.
Right.
We're not eating anything. We're not living any kind of way. We're not dressing any kind of way. We're following the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High gave us in this book, because this is the way we should live. And that's part of the reason why we're under the curses that we are under, for being such a hard-headed people.
Right.
We do not want to listen when it comes to this Bible. We do not want to listen when it comes to the oracles of the Most High. Everybody want to do their own thing. Once again, the pastor's telling us that you can do what you want to do. Come as you are. The pastor actually is getting so bad till these pastors can't even judge sin righteously,
right? Because
they sin for themselves. Could you give me Exodus 32 and 9?
Come. Exodus chapter 32 and verse 9. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
Blacks. Hispanics, the Native Indians. We are a stiff-necked people. It's in the Bible. Christ, he know us because he made us. So he know us like the back of his hand. And we are stiff-necked people. We don't want to be told, we do not want to be told what to do. We do not want to, we can't even get along with one another. We are so stiff-necked. God, it's nowhere in the world that we're going to make it from under this oppression that we're under, being such a hard-headed people. We have to turn back to these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. If we don't, there are curses in this Bible that will follow us that we're experiencing right now today. Let's go to Romans 6:1. There's so many things happening on this planet today. You see that the white man is attacking people all over the world. Our brothers and sisters are being attacked at these borders by this president, who is a major member of the Ku Klux Klan,
right,
which is well known. And we need to come together as a people, as a nation, and try to figure out how to get ourselves from under this oppression. Try to help our brothers and sisters from being prosecuted and treated like animals. The women and the children are being put in cages. The men are being beat. It's so bad. We got our native brothers and sisters that's living on these reservations, and you would be absolutely shocked at the inhumane treatment that they are under right now. The women are being raped. The men are they keep them drunk. Right. They're misusing them, and it's just a damn shame. And all we thinking about is self, our houses, what we can get our hands on, our jobs. Once again, we're stiff-necked people. We don't care about, all we care about is change that frame of thought. We have to come together. The blacks and Hispanics, we got to come together as one and realize who our common enemy is.
Right. Because
there's only one race of people that are on this planet that's been ruling with an iron fist. And they don't want to get along with anyone. They on top, and they want to stay on top. Come on, so you got
Romans chapter 5, which verse?
Romans chapter 6 and verse 1.
Romans chapter 6 and verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue to sin, that grace may abound?
What should we say then? Should we continue to sin that grace may abound? See, and that's another thing. The pastors, they teach us that by us being under grace, the grace period, you can do what you want to do because you're under grace. God, Jesus died for you. Your grace period runs out the day you die, and then you will be judged.
Right.
You need to make up your mind right now whether or not you're going to follow the Most High. And you don't have a choice. It's a commandment. It's an order whether or not you're going to follow the Most High. And you don't have a choice. It's a commandment. It's an order that we follow the Most High. That's the reason why things are the way they are, because we think we got a choice in this. We should not keep on sinning because to make grace abound.
Right.
We should turn back to the Most High. And then we should turn and help our brothers. And our brothers is the man that live next to you, the black man that live next to you. That's your brother. The black man that live in Philadelphia, that's your brother. We all are descendants of slaves.
Right.
And we all are by our bloodline. We are Israelites. And we all under the same curses. And we also could be under the same blessings if we turn back to this law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
Right.
Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 15. There are so many things that's happening in this world today. We see our young men are dying in the streets. Our young women are being murdered, raped. I was watching a video a couple of days ago where these Edomite, the white police, they killed this brother. They shot him down and killed him. And then while the body was laying there, one walked up and let his German Shepherd just go to biting on his dead body, man.
Right.
Come on, man. If that's not hatred, if that don't make you think, and it's the same thing that everybody talking about Martin Luther King, and non-segregation. Non-segregation was the worst thing that ever happened to us.
Right.
One of the worst things that ever happened to us. We was doing much better when we were segregated, because then we knew who our enemy was, and we had neighborhoods. We had black stores, and grandma, big mama. You see men coming home after work. In the neighborhoods, you see a bunch of bikes in front of some house. The girls outside skipping, playing rope, doing double dutch, and playing hopscotch and stuff of that nature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's done got to the point where we can't even go outside. You have to be concerned about going outside because of all the wickedness. You got that for me, brother?
And also, if I could add on what you're saying, like, what happened to that brother was so tragic, because even though he was dead in the street, like, these devils still suck dogs from this man's body, even though he was lifeless.
Correct.
Like, white people don't have respect for you, even when your spirit left your body, they still don't have respect for you.
Correct.
That's how deep of a hatred that they have for us, to where that same hatred that they have for us, we need to have for them.
That's right.
Because it's only right, and it's justice, to where what they done to us, we have to also do to them. Now, I'm not saying go out and sick dogs on white people and kill and lynch white people. But I'm saying that have that same hatred that they have for us. All right, because just like what the Lord said, that Jacob ever loved, but Esau ever hated. Paraphrasing.
That's right.
Where everything that's going on with blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians in this country is tragic, to a point to where we have become desensitized at all these things which is happening to us.
Right.
And that's a problem, because that means that we don't have no compassion on our own people.
Right.
When they down in the streets.
That's right.
But that's all I want to say.
And that's so heavy what you're saying, brother, because it's like a bad situation can be going. I was looking at another video where a brother was fighting an officer, a white officer, and trying to get this officer off of him.
Right. He
fighting the officer. He got the officer down on his back. He putting hands on this white boy, man.
Right. And
then out of nowhere, you see 3 or 4 brothers come in the frame and start whooping the brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we so brainwashed till we love our enemy. And you say you don't, but and we hate ourselves so much till we'll sit back and video and watch a man's spirit leave his body instead of putting video it and instead of putting that phone down and running over there and giving that brother a hand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I heard something about a man got ran over by a car the other day, and everybody standing around videoing it, and a young lady trying to get the guys standing around with their phones to help this brother get this car off this brother.
Right. And
all they doing is videoing. And the brother passed away. He died. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's like our people just done lost their minds, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's so sinful out here till it's sickening. And it's crazy. Deuteronomy 28:15.
Come. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power.
If we don't listen to the voice of the Lord thy power, if we don't listen to the words of the Most High, if we don't listen to the prophets of the Most High, which are in the I.S.U.P.K, these are the things that's going to occur. All the curses that's coming down on us, all the heartache, the sad faces, man. We got brothers and sisters that's sleeping outside on them cold, hard streets, man. And you'll just walk past them and don't give a damn. All you care about is yourself. Read.
God. To observe to do all his commandments.
We got to observe all his commandments. Every last one of them. And the Bible and the word say his commandments are not grievous.
Right.
His commandments are not grievous. All you got to do is live by them. Do them. Apply them to your life. This is our heritage. Not the crap that the white man teaching you, them beat it to our forefathers and foremothers, and they done passed it on to us.
Right.
Not that crap. We got to shake that off and turn back to the commandments of the Most High. And once again, it's only one way to get this truth. It's only one way to get it. You cannot get it in these. I wouldn't care what denomination you're under. Not even the 7-day Adventures, none of that stuff.
Right.
You got to come under the umbrella of the I.S.U.P.K, led by Commander General YAHANNA.
Right.
This brother is so powerful, and he loves his people.
Yeah, right.
You know, I am glad that I met the I.S.U.P.K. It changed my entire life. I have lived a full life, damn near, and it took me this long to the Most High led me to these brothers, and I feel so much better. I feel I dropped my flag. I quit gang banging. I done stopped getting high. I done stopped hating my brothers. You know what I'm saying? When I was gang banging, I was coming up in the area where I'll do something to your ass for having on the wrong color.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I catch you in the same thing. If they catch me on their side, and I got on their colors, they would knock a hole in my head big as a softball, man. You know, and we still got brothers out there now today. You know, the after effect of what was happening from the 80s and the 90s going on right now, which done got worse because there ain't nobody telling these kids what to do.
Right.
Read.
Come Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses shall overcome us and take thee. All these curses shall overcome us and take thee because of our disobedience.
Right.
Christ said it, that he did not come to do away with the law, but to fulfill it. And when he fulfilled it, he left a commandment behind that we should follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. And if not, these are the curses that we are witnessing right now that are upon us because of our stiff-neckedness, because of our disobedience. So, could you give me Romans 6 and 15?
Come.
You see today, this everybody's saying that Christ so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whoever should believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Now, you got all these Christians walking around thinking that Christ is in love with everyone. Did you not know that Yahushua is racist? He don't love every nation that's on this planet. Every nation on this planet don't even love him or obey him. You know, you got people praying to all sorts of gods, all different types of gods. I mean, you can't even number them. There's so many of them. We are the only chosen people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We are the chosen people on this planet. Right. And we will be on top of the nations instead of on the bottom if we turn back to his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why we on the bottom, because we won't obey his laws. Right. And the only way we can do so is we got to come back as a nation. You know, we got to come back as a whole nation to come against our enemy. You know, it was a time when we ruled the world in the dark ages. That was the dark ages when we ruled the world. Right. You know,
and also too, I want to add on what you're saying, if I could. Like, keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, there's a spirit of morality there's a spirit of morality that's behind these commandments, in which a lot of people don't know. Like, keeping these laws, statutes, commandments is not just something that you just keep just because you want the Lord to bless you with something, or for you to inherit the kingdom of heaven, or for you to not to be put to death by the hands of the Lord. But there's morality behind these scriptures and these commandments that's in this Bible, because even niggas and even Hispanics and American Indians know that we're not supposed to be doing the things that pertain towards white people. Like, white people and Chinese, they eat anything. They eat pig, they eat lobster, shrimp, octopus. Right. Black people, we don't eat that, but we do follow after them. Right. And the things in which we follow after the white man, most black people with common sense know not to do the things that these other nations are doing, because they have somewhat sense of morality. Right. And of course, when we see the morality behind these scriptures, like a man shouldn't sleep with another man's woman, like black people, we don't like being cheated on. But of course, when we see this in the Bible, then we would know to keep it. Right. We would know to tell our brother it's wrong for you to put away your wife. Right. We tell our sister it's wrong for her to leave her man. Right. And sleep with another man and commit whoredom.
Right.
and adultery. We would know to tell the brother that don't go to the barber shop. Stop paying the barber shop $35 every week for a lineup and for a haircut.
Right.
When you can look glorious and strong by letting your beard grow out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is spirit behind these laws. That's the commandments that Christ laid down the foundation when he died on the cross for us to be able to be that perfect example of how to be like the Most High.
That's right.
That's all I want to say.
And that's so heavy, brothers. And speaking on that, we can go to Leviticus 19:27 for me.
You want Saki, you want I was hoping.
Wait, finish that.
Romans 6:15.
Okay.
Romans chapter 6 verse 15. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace?
What then? Should we sin because we're under the law, not but under grace? God forbid. We should not live that way.
Right.
Any more to read?
Verse 16. Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey?
Come on, that's it on that.
Come on.
On what you were saying about following these laws, on Leviticus 19:27.
Come on. 19:27.
Concept. It's a sin for a man to edge up his beard. I mean, even that is a sin. It's a sin for a man to lust at another man's wife.
Right.
If you know that, if you see a girl and she look nice to you, the first thing you should ask her is she married? Is she in a relationship? Right. If she say yeah, you should leave that girl alone.
Right.
You should leave. If you got any love for your brother or any respect for the laws of the Most High, leave that girl alone, man, because you're gonna get judged for that. You're gonna answer for it, in spite of whatever you're thinking in your mind. You got that for me, brother?
Come, Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17.
19:27.
19, verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
See, that's a law. That's in the Bible. You should not round the corners of your head. You should not marry the corners of your beard. You think you getting them trim, them lineups for that Friday, trying to look good for the girls, or a lot of people they'll go in and get their whole head shaved.
Right.
You know, it's different if you got a natural bald, but if you going in there shaving, that's a sin against the Most High. The Lord said He wants us to be manly. He wants us to look like men of war.
Right.
Even back in the days, the slave owners would make men shave their beards and things of that nature, so they'll look like boys. They have a smooth face like a young boy.
Right.
And that's what they was calling them, boy. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. You know, you live in and you get to a certain point in your life, you should want to be masculine.
Right.
And that's what's wrong today. The Christian church is emasculating men.
Right.
That's why men are falling away from that church in an alarming number.
Right.
And so many sisters are left in that church with them damn homosexuals, you know, leading the choirs, or just the churches are being filled up with sissies today. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? They have a whole section over there jumping up and down, acting like they're catching the so-called Holy Ghost, and acting like they really interested in the truth of the Most High and the commandments of the Lord, and they not changing their lives. They're practicing sin. They going to church, listening to what that pastor talking about, and going right back outside doing what they want to do,
right.
Messing with men, trying to entice people to come to their side, basically, and that's an abomination. You're not even supposed to sleep with the same flesh, you know that.
Right, and also if I could add on what you're saying, like just like last night when Captain Marquardt was teaching class, like he said when he seen it in a report that 7 out of 10 women over Atlanta, Georgia, got AIDS and HIV, and the reason why, which he explained on last night, is because he got brothers that's down on the low, that's homosexual.
That's right.
That's having sex. That's having sex with women.
Right.
And the cause and the main cause of it, of why these brothers are homosexuals, is because the Christian church.
That's
where,
right.
Where it all derived from what you just said.
Exactly. You got that's so heavy. Yeah, and you got these guys. They walking around with beards, full beards, hitting the gyms, dreadlocks. All these niggas look like normal men. These niggas going around having sex with one another, man, to a tune where they done damn near infected the whole damn little city, man, with HIV.
Right.
You know, that's crazy as hell, man. That's like the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. Right. The Lord is definitely going to judge that, and it ain't going to be a pretty sight. Trust me.
Well, you can even look at niggas like Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, he got AIDS, but of course he paying somebody off to be to get whatever he's getting, so he don't have to get affected by the AIDS.
That's right.
Because of course he got money, but how did Magic Johnson get AIDS? That's the question.
Exactly.
And you can look at his son right now. He's a flaming homosexual. Which proves and shows that Magic Johnson himself did some things that matters for him to get where he got. Just like with a lot of other brothers in the world right now is being seduced. It's like that's the right term. Is being seduced by the Christian church to better go ahead and lust after other men.
That's right. Which
is outright disgusting.
Matter of fact, we can drop whatever we had. Let's go to Leviticus 18 and 22.
Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind. That is a command. That for the life of me, I don't even get it. Why would a man want to lay with another man? Two women laying together, it don't make no sense either. Right. I mean, I don't know what they could possibly be getting out of it. That friction, right. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is an abomination to the Most High. He made man and he made the woman for the man, right, to reproduce, to make children, to be productive, to be fruitful, and to make Israel multiply and grow. And so it's in the Bible. It's telling you that these people I don't know what they're thinking. You think you think just because you're going inside that church building, listening to that man and probably paying your tithes or whatever to these people, that you can do what you want to do, that you can lay and live like you want to live. That's a lie. That's an abomination. We go to verse 23.
Okay, we'll finish this up first.
Conscious, yeah.
Leviticus 18 and verse
22.
22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination.
Men should not lay with men. Women should not lay with women. A man should be with a woman. Men should be trying to test some fight from a woman's tail, right, not another nigga's tail, man.
Right.
And that's some sick shit. You ain't, man, come on, stop it. Be for real, man. Yeah, right. But the Most High, like I said, the Most High made everything. And he know us, man. And he know what we're capable of doing. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why he made these laws for us to abide by and follow. Read verse 23 for me, please.
Verse 23. Neither shalt thou lie. Second. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith.
Now, neither shall thou lie with any beast. You got to be a sick, twisted human being to want to have sex with a goddamn animal.
Right.
You got women that play with dogs, horses, pigs. I have read and seen things on the YouTube where these white men are going in other countries to have sex with little children, paying to have sex with little boys. They are having sex with pigs, horse. Just last week, I was reading an article where 3 guys, they had sex with 6 horses, 2 cows, a couple sheep, and something else. That now you got to be you got to be real sick to do some crap like that.
Right. That's why the scripture says that when Esau was born, he was estranged from the womb. And you know, I'm gonna grab that precept right now. That's real heavy. Because everything about the white man and what he does, it's always estranged. It's always different from how niggas live. It's always something that's abnormal from what we see and do in our everyday normal life.
Exactly.
Like when we see a white man doing something, we know automatically from the get-go he's about to do something different that we never seen before. And that's how this man is.
Yeah, that's how he is. They play with animals. They'll get in a pit of damn pythons. You know, it's just they're a different type of people. And you got a lot of niggas that want to be like them. They want to live like them. They do the crap that they do.
Come. I got it right here.
Come.
Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Come. They are a totally different type of people. Esau and Jacob are two different types of people. Esau, he's a man of the field,
right?
A great hunter. That means he loved to kill. This man will travel the world to kill him a damn animal.
Right.
He will. Then, if he can't do that, he will kill your ass on these streets. If you, they got this law that they call stand your ground. You barely I seen a white man get in a brother's white face, and the brother pushed the white man out of his white face, and that man shot that brother to death, man, and then go to jail. You know what I'm saying? These people love to do. They are so curious. They want to. If you want to learn something about anything on this damn planet, them white people, they know it. They learn everything from the smallest insect to an animal that's in the farthest regions of the country, man. These people are a totally different type of people than we are.
Right.
And we should not be trying to mimic them at all.
Right.
Not even their celebrations and their laws and stuff. Could you read, finish that Leviticus 18 for me?
Leviticus chapter 18, verse
23.
Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion.
Total confusion. And a lot of they women do that. Them people will have sex with animals, man. And you got to be a wicked ass person to do some crap like that.
Right.
Wicked. I mean, that's absolutely, your mind got to be way out there. That's bad. But enough of that. Let's go down to the Leviticus 18-28.
Okay. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 28. That the land spew not you out also when you defile it. It is spew out that cycle.
Wait a minute, I think. No, I think it's 19. No, I think it's 1928. Slack it, sir.
19.
Yeah.
Leviticus 18, verse 19. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart from her uncleanliness.
Slack it, sir. Hold on one second. Just bear with me 1 second here.
Come.
I was trying to find this thing at 1828.
It's like what we said
about the tattoos, about marking our bodies.
Come.
Oh yeah, Leviticus 19-28.
Done. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord.
You should not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead. You got people that a lot of times you can read where people take razors and they'll sit up and they just keep cutting up their forearms and things of that nature. I don't have any knowledge of the reason for it or whatever, or like a lot of piercings. I see a lot of people, they starting to have piercing all in their jaws, in their lips, in their tongue, a row them in their ears, women putting little rings in their clitoral area, earrings in their nipples, in their navel, just piercings everywhere. You know, you even got guys that's doing a lot of that piercing and crap like that. You know, and walking around flicking their damn tongues at the women, or the women doing it, you know, to entice men or whatever the case may be. But it's clear in the scriptures that the Lord said, "Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord." The Lord said we should not be marking up these bodies, because these bodies don't belong to us. These bodies belong to the Most High. We belong to the Lord, and we should be following his laws, statutes, and commandments and doing what he said do. And we should be separated from the entire world. And separation means being holy. And there's only one way to be holy, and that's to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. It's an abomination to follow other nations. You know, we got sisters walking around on these streets. I see some of the prettiest dark-skinned sisters, man, and they got these blonde wigs on their damn heads with all the way down to the middle of their back. You know what I'm saying? You know, that crap don't look right. It's not cute, not at all. It's actually you look like a damn clown. You want to know the truth. Not just blonde, green, purple, all sorts of colors and all sorts of things. But as far as the markings to the bodies, man, we're not supposed to be marking these bodies. These bodies don't belong to us. These bodies going into the ground, and the spirit going back to the Most High who made it. And we're supposed to live as holy men and women according to the scriptures. Can we get back on track? I got sidetracked there a little bit, though. I'm gonna go back to these laws. 1 John 5:3.
Yeah. The book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of the power, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
His commandments are not grievous. It's easy to keep these laws. Actually, we just had the Passover, and we got together. And it was so glorious, man. I've never been anywhere ever and seen as many brothers and sisters come together and be in one place and eating and drinking and kicking it, and not one fight broke out. Right. People lay stuff down and lose it, and they guaranteed to get their stuff back, no matter what it might be. You know, his laws is not grievous at all, man. Y'all got to believe me out there, man. Come into this truth, man. Come and get in the I.S.U.P.K, man, and listen to these prophets of the Most High, man. Right. Because these are the real prophets of the Most High, man. Not them damn pastors out there. Them pastors are liars, man. Right. I'm telling you, I know. I done been in several mega church, so-called popular churches right here in the city of Chicago. And these people, man, all sorts of stuff going on in these churches, man. My goddamn relationship was fine when I was out there gang banging and getting high and doing what I wanted to do. A relationship of 20 plus years. But then when we decided to get in the damn church, man, we drifted from one another. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is crazy, man. The hell with them churches, man. Right. Don't keep on wasting your time going to these churches thinking you learning the truth. Then they telling you that you're supposed to love your enemy and your enemy don't give a damn about you. Your enemy don't even want to hear your music, your singing. Your enemy don't want to have nothing to do with you but make your money and work you. That's it. Kill your butt if you give them an opportunity. Right. You know, the hell with these churches, man. Y'all got to wake up out there, man. Seriously. We coming to the end of this. We getting closer and closer to the time for YAHANNA to come back, man. Right. Seriously. And everybody going to pay for everything that we've said and done in these bodies on this planet. You're not gonna get away with anything. And another thing is the Christian churches will tell us that you have to die to make it to the kingdom of heaven, man. Right. Or you're gonna die and you're gonna go to hell. Mm-hmm. Heaven and hell is a state, man. It's what we in right now. Don't y'all know we in hell right now? Right. The way we have to live. I got to get up every day, man, and go to my slavery, man, and work my butt off, man, for these little checks. And it's still a struggle on me. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, man. It don't make no sense at all. And the crazy thing is, the more that you learn the truth, of this Bible, man, the more conscious you are, man, it'll get you upset. It'll make you angry. And then we all see what's going on this planet, man. Look at these them white boys went over there in the mosques and killed all them people a month or two ago. Then they just did it again a couple of days ago.
Right.
Man, these white boys ain't playing, man. These people got 40 and 50 guns in their houses. Can't wait to use them. They teaching their kids how to kill. They raising their kids to hate, man. You know, this is a serious situation, man. And then you go in our neighborhoods, man, these politicians are selling out, putting all these other nations in our neighborhoods to feed off of us. Money is not our problem. We got finances. Our problem is not having no brotherhood, man. Not following the laws and the statutes and the commandments of the Most High.
Right.
Let's go to Leviticus 19 and 17.
Come on. Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17.
Come on, sir.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. I mean, if you got a brother out there, man, which is another black man, and you feel like he done did something wrong, you don't walk around and hold that inside you. Pull that brother to the side. Go to that brother. Talk to him, man. He might not even know what he have done. You know, you understand? And then, because if you keep on letting little bitty things build up and fester, man, eventually you're going to get to the point where you're going to want to kill your own damn brother.
Right.
Read, sir.
Thou shalt not in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Don't rebuke. Go ahead, read.
And not suffer sin upon him.
Don't rebuke thy neighbor. That means we should not, don't rebuke our neighbor. Don't let if we see our neighbors doing something wrong, we should go to him in a brotherly fashion, in a brotherly way, and explain to him what he's doing. And hopefully he'll listen to you.
Right. And
turn from his ways. Stop doing what he's doing. See that once again, we got to come back together as a nation, man, and start building each other up. Right. Brotherhood is the only way we're gonna come out of this situation that we're in, man. And you got to realize that Hispanics and Native Indians, Dominicans, all them are people. Those are our people, man. We can, over in the neighborhood, the Hispanics, the Mexicans, they study buying houses, and they study moving off of 26 and moving over into the black communities a little more. And all I hear is complaints about the damn Mexicans, man. Them our brothers, man. And they doing something we should be doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They sticking together. They helping one another at least. Even though they just as lost as we are, because they following that damn white man, they following that theologian, the Pope, and all that rapists. Them priests. They said, I read an article where it said over 85% of those priests are damn child molesters, man.
All right.
Come on, man. I mean, wake up, stop it. And then they practicing idolatry, man. They praying to these different statues and things. They're not even coming to the Most High. They're not in the truth.
Right.
And you should know that, man. You see this old man dipping a baby, man, damn near like you want to break that baby neck, man.
Right.
Or they kissing the kids all in the mouth and stuff. You know, they doing circumcision on the baby, and they putting the baby little damn dingling in his mouth, sucking the blood off of him. Man, what kind of person do that? Come on, man. That ain't nothing but the devil, man.
Right.
Let's get to I want to get to one of these blessed curses. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 64.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth, even unto the other.
The Lord said he will scatter us among all people, from one end of the earth unto the other. And that's what happened because of our disobedience. Moses told us that if we had a choice. Either you're gonna follow the law, statutes, and commandments and be blessed, or you're gonna disobey them and you're gonna be cursed.
Right.
And that's why we got sent to the four corners of the earth, because of our disobedience, not following the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
even wood and stone. Wood, that's the cross, the wooden cross. Stone, that's the Muslims. They going over to Mecca and they doing their pilgrimage and kissing that stone. Those religions are not for us. Those religions are worthless to the black man. Those religions are abomination to the Most High. We should not be doing that at all. We should not be into Christianity. Christianity is not for brothers, and Islam is not for brothers. Those things are an abomination to the Most High. And we have to turn back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, as the scriptures tell us to do. Okay, what was it? 28 and 64. Let's do Deuteronomy. Did we finish reading that?
Verse 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
And since we've been in America, since we've been put into captivity and brought over here to America, we haven't been put into these different nations. We have found no ease. Neither shall our souls, our feet be put to rest. It's always something. These bills, the white man is always trying to figure out a way to put us in jail, to give us tickets, or to murder us. Right. The white man hunt us down in these streets. That's all they do. They hunt us down. They make different types of laws to keep us under oppression, to charge us and get money out of our pockets, and to just be wicked. They wicked as hell, man. And anybody that's serving the white man military, anybody that's serving the white man's authority on these streets, right, it really can be counted as an enemy to us, man, because he's gonna do what that white man tell him to do. I have been in the streets, man, and I have had white cops walk up to me, man, and be and act normal and be asking me questions. And the brother, man, he be ready to put his boots on you, man, to show out for that damn white boy, man. Brainwashed like hell. Read any more.
Come. But the Lord shall give thee their trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind.
So let's drop that. Let's drop that and go to Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Come. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, you tell me, read that again, bro.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
You tell me what race of people that was brought into captivity on ships. Only the blacks. This is pertaining to the black man for our disobedience. We were put on ships. And Egypt is just captivity. And we are in captivity right now today. Don't think you might think you free because you driving a nice car, you got a decent house, you got a wife, your kids, you got them in college, and I wouldn't give a damn what you got. You still a nigga to America.
Right.
I don't care what you do. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
When he took us out of our homeland, we won't see it no more. And we haven't seen it no more. We're not from here. This language we speak in, this English, is not ours. Where we at is not our home. You know, you know it's not, because when the slaves were brought over here into America and they was down south working in them cotton fields and being hung by the neck, people that was trying to run away from that captivity, they were getting captured, and a lot of brothers got their heads cut off and put on spikes and hung out and put out in the front yard just because they didn't want to be in that captivity. You had men had to deal with the fact that they slave owners were coming to their little hut at nighttime and make them stand out front and lay in there and rape their wife. And when they done, they would send their man back in there to his wife. How you think that made that sister feel, man? Not having the protection. You know, so all this is because of our disobedience. Any more than ever?
Sure. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. And
there we should be sold unto our enemies, for bond men and bond women. Ever since them ships got docked from all over the four corners of the earth, we have been bond men and bond women. We have been in slavery. We are in captivity. We are in the modern day Egypt right now. So don't fool yourself. You got niggas walking around here thinking they free, man. You got to be out your damn mind, man, to think you free. Are you paying attention to your surroundings? The government put the drugs in our neighborhoods. Where you think these kids getting all these high-powered guns from with double drums on the bottom of them? They ain't got no damn jobs. Where you think they getting all this cocaine and this heroin and all these other drugs in these neighborhoods from, man? And when you watch that movie, American Gangster, they pretty much showed you how a lot of it was getting over here. Right. They talking about make America great again. They was putting them damn drugs and wrapping them in the American flag and bringing that stuff over here and making it easy and turning our women into crack whores, turning our brothers into crackheads, destroying families, man. Right. You could thank Ronald Reagan for that one. Right. There's still a lot of brothers right now today incarcerated because of marijuana, because of the Clintons. The Clintons made some ridiculous laws. Right. And now you got a lot of brothers in penitentiary right now today because of marijuana, but now they got marijuana stores everywhere, right, making it legal. Now they want to make it legal so they can keep America high. They want everybody to be high now, so hell, we're going to sell it to everybody. Right. Come on, man. Get out of here. If that ain't captivity for you, man, you got to wake up, man. Seriously. And once again, like over there in Venezuela, man, you see the turmoil that's going on over there? You see how them brothers and sisters going through all that battling and fighting and murder, man? You got these, not just over there, but you got our Hispanic brothers and sisters, our Venezuela's brothers and sisters. All our people going through turmoil because of the white man. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. The white man is the son of perdition, man. It's no other race of people on this planet. You can't tell me one thing, whether it's a disease or whatever it may be. Ain't nothing killed more people than the white man, man. He is an abominable individual. He loved to murder. He loved to kill. He loved to enslave. What you think they say when they walk around with red hats on talking about they want to make America great again? The only time America was great to them, man, is when they had niggas in chains, man. Right. Come on, man. Stop it. We got to come back together as a nation, man, and get under this umbrella of the I.S.U.P.K. and start listening to these priests and prophets that the Most High is sending out here in these streets, putting their lives in jeopardy, man, to spread this truth to our brothers, man. Yeah, right. And when we get out there and on them corners and we share this truth with our brothers, man, they damn near like the #1 enemy out there. They get madder than than any other race of people when they hear us telling them this truth. When we're trying to share their heritage with them, it's ridiculous. Let's see. I see Deuteronomy 28 and 48. 28 and 48. 28 and 48. God, that would be a good one. Sorry. Like I said, the white man is the devil that the Bible speak of. It's not some little red dude that's in the middle of the damn earth. You ain't got to die to go to hell. We catching hell right here on this planet. And matter of fact, the spirit of the enemy is an obedient spirit of the Most High. He's not some wild renegade angel running around doing what he want to do. The devil, Satan, he's an angel that obeys the Lord. He loved the Lord. Right. So, you can get that out your head. That's another one of them lies Christianity be trying to teach us, man, that we got to die to get heaven. When the white man got heaven right here on earth, man. These people driving the best of cars. They got the best of houses. They living in the nicest neighborhoods. They got the best food. They got the best of everything, man. He ain't died and went to heaven. He got it right here on earth. Right. So why is this damn pastor lying to us, telling us we got to pay our tithes and give him money just for the Lord to bless us, man? Right. Come on, man, stop it. Brother, you got that read from me.
And also, if I could, what these Christian pastors also tell our people in these Christian churches, they giving our people a sense of false hope.
Right.
You understand? And that's why we always have, as black people, now I'm not going to say it's black people as well, but also as well as Hispanics, Native American Indians, and the rest of the tribes, because of that sense of false hope that these religious leaders have been giving us, we also have as well that comes along with it. The term's losing me right now, but it's called something faith. It's a specific kind of faith. The term is losing me right now, but it's a lack of faith that we get from this sense of false hope. We can better gain the kingdom of heaven as long as if we paying our tithes to this man, and then we have to die in order for us to get what we got.
Right.
But the white man, when you look at his society, he already has everything. He has damn near space stations on the moon,
right,
and on other planets. Meanwhile, we don't have a mansion for ourselves, and even as far as maintaining our own families.
Right.
You understand? That's what the scripture says, that in order for you to take the strong man at the house, you got to bind the strong man first. And that's what the white man has done. And ever since they did that, our society and our whole nation has just crumbled by us by not having the proper leadership.
Right. Right. Our leadership had totally Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson, Louis Farrakhan. The list goes on, man.
Right.
All them brothers are nothing but sellouts, man. The hell with Martin Luther King.
Right.
The hell with Jesse Jackson. The hell with Louis Farrakhan, man. Right. Them people have failed our people, man. You can't keep listening to them brothers, man. You can't keep following these guys, man. They don't mean us no good. They nothing but sellouts, man.
Right.
That's all they are. Greedy dogs. Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore, thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Therefore we shall serve our enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. See, that lets you know the Most High is using these people to chastise us because of our disobedience, man.
Right.
But they just took it too damn far.
Right.
They done stolen our identity and don't want to give it back to us. They done took everything from us. Everything. They saying they the Jew. They say they Jewish. They took our culture, our book, and used it and started ruling the world. So if they could do it, what do you think would happen if we was to turn back to our own laws, statutes, and commandments and apply them to our lives and follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High? We won't keep being on the bottom. The Most High will rise us to the top. You know, we don't have to lift a gun or a sword. The Most High will fight our battles, man, if we was to turn back to his laws. He will fight our battles, man, if we was to obey him and keep every letter of his word. Read. Deuteronomy 28, 48.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness.
In hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness. Poverty, man. Poverty. You can go down on Lord Wacker Drive, man. You got people all up and down that street in the below weather, man, sleeping outside. We begging the white man for link cards. In thirst, man, we starving, man. In nakedness, we can't even have our people can't even clothe themselves, man. It should not be no poverty in America, man. America is one of the most richest countries on this goddamn planet, man.
Right.
So why do you have hungry children in these streets? Why do you have hungry women that can't feed their children? You got men that can't even get an education. They can't get a job because the first time they lock you up and put that X on your back, now they ain't gonna let you get a job. I ain't been in the streets in over 20-some years, man. And right now I could go apply for a certain particular job, and I'd be damned if they don't bring up my history, man. Something I did as a young man. I done changed my life. I'm not the same individual. How the hell could you hold something against me that happened over 20 years ago? Come on, this is another way that the white man keep us down. And then he separate us by giving our sisters the crumbs off the table by giving them free housing, a link card, and then tell that woman she can't have no man in her house. She can't have no protection. He her daddy now. The white man her daddy now. And she gonna go by this. And then the first time you do anything, she'll call this bastard and have you arrested. And then if he might not even did nothing really, the state gonna pick it up just because they want to make money. They make over $30,000 a year off of every head of every man that they incarcerate, man. That ain't number modern day slavery. Read.
Therefore, thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, and the hunger, and the thirst, and the nakedness, and the want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He should put a yoke of iron upon our neck until he destroy us. And that's exactly what he did, man. We don't know who we are. You think you're a nigga for real. You don't know that you are a precious people, supposed to be a holy people. We are God's chosen people, man. We are the real Jews, man. Right. You're an Israelite, brother. You're not no damn nigga, man. You're not just somebody walking on the planet that don't have. You have hope, but your hope is right here in the I.S.U.P.K, brother. You got to come into this truth, man, to find out who you really are. Right. To learn how to live your life according to this book, man. Right. Your heritage. You out there, you want to celebrate all these wicked ass holidays, man. You want to celebrate Christmas because your girl gonna get mad if you don't put that damn tree up. You scared to tell her to go sit down and shut up. Right. You want to allow your kids and dress them up once a year for Easter and for that wicked ass holiday, man. That's an abomination to the Most High. Right. Their Independence Day is not even yours. Your Independence Day is our Independence. We just had our Independence Day, the Passover. Right. That's where you should have been at. Right. That's where you would have found out something about yourself. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? You got to wake up, brother. You got to wake up and you got to lead your family into this truth with you, man. You got to come into this I.S.U.P.K. When you see us on them corners, man, you need to stop and get a card. You need to find out how you can get in this school and learn about yourself, man. Read, the yoke, he put the yoke of iron upon our necks until he have destroyed us. And that's exactly what he did, man. Right. For 400 years, man, we've been in captivity, we've been in slavery in this America, man. Not knowing who you are. Not knowing which way to turn to, man. You know, the yoke of iron that's the yoke that they used to put on our brother's neck back just a little over 50 years ago, to show that he was a rebellious nigga. You know, to beat you until you just can't take it no more, man. Right. You better learn their language. You better not pick up this book and read it. Nigga, you better not open your mouth. Matter of fact, you better not even look me in my eyes. When I talk to you, look at the ground, boy. That's the treatment that our people was getting, man. And that's pretty much the treatment that you're getting today. You want to know the truth? When you go to these jails, man, you know how many people, our brothers done died in these penitentiaries and these jails? Right. You know how many of our sisters done been killed? These people don't have no regard for the young or the old, man. Right. I have seen videos where they have snatched except somebody's 70-year-old grandmother out of the damn car over a traffic stop, man. These people don't give a damn about us. Quit listening to them pastors talking about God so loved the world, man. Right. It's many different worlds on this planet. It's one planet, but it's different world. It's the animal world. It's the insect world. It's the white man world. Then it's your world. Right. The poverty that you live in. Damn right. So can we go to Romans 6:23? Come. Once again, like I was saying, man, we just got to wake up, man. We got to come back to this truth, man. There's only one way for us to come from up under this captivity that we under, and that's to turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. The Lord said that we should be a holy people. He said that we should separate ourselves from these other nations, man. Why is a Chinese in our neighborhood selling our sisters, making all this money off these sisters when these sisters love to do their hair, their nails, and everything? It should be a sister with these beauty shops. It should be a sister on these corners doing these other sisters' nails, man. Right. That's because these wicked ass politicians done sold out, man, and they letting these other nations come in and feed off of us. You got an Arab on every corner with his restaurant frying chicken with us. Can't nobody fry chicken like a sister, man.
Right.
Black women cook their ass off. Okay, black women cook their tails off. And then you want to go down here and buy this, and ain't no telling what you buying. You go in the Chinese store now, man. I mean, this done came to the light. These people selling you dog, rat, cat, everything else, pigeons. You don't know what the heck is in that damn rice that you buying.
Right.
Come on, man. You got to wake up, man. We got to stop following these politicians. We got to stop listening to these pastors, man. And we got to start listening to these brothers in the I.S.U.P.K, man, and wake up and come back into the truth so we can come up out of this hell that we living in, man.
Right.
Romans 6:23.
Romans chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
For the wages of sin is death. Do you hear that? Would you read that for me again?
Romans chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
For the wages of sin is death. Our young boys being murdered in these streets. It's so sinful till they turn the guns on one another. Our daughters are killing at a multitude of million, 500,000 babies a year, man.
Right.
And that's just the black women, man.
Right.
We having so many abortions, man. It's a shame, man. You know how many the Lord studies sending these children to this planet, man, and these women sending them right back, man, not giving them a chance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they come up out of there like they ain't did nothing, man. Some of these sisters done had 3, 4, and 5 abortions. I don't see how their bodies could do it, but they doing it. Now they done made another law. The white men have passed another law where a woman can have an abortion all the way up with a full baby. It ain't even a fetus no more. They'll pull that baby out that woman, man, and leave the head inside of her and take an object and plant it in the base of the back of his head and destroy that child, man. That's flat out murder, man. The wages of sin is death.
Another thing too about this abortion issue that is plaguing our black communities. Everywhere around the world, black, Puerto Rican, Cuban, it doesn't matter. But more particularly here in the U.S., now the white man is starting to pass bills that is starting to ban abortion. The minute when the heartbeat is detected within a woman's womb, it'll be already too late. She can't have abortion. That's a good thing that's starting to happen because Tennessee passed a bill, and I believe Texas is trying to pass a bill right now.
Most High in Christ.
So this is a good thing
Yes, sir.
that's happening because our sisters is known to be having a lot of abortions, as opposed to white women that love their babies and want to keep it. And Chinese and these Koreans and Arabs, they don't have abortions like the way we do. But because of our oppression, our poverty in which our people was in, we can't take care of our own kids.
Right.
Not underneath the circumstances and the situations in which we living in right now, to where a black man can barely get a job, to where a sister can be doesn't know how to better be a mother because maybe her father and her mother may not have been in her life, so she may not know how to deal with that situation. But as far as what's going on right now, as far as these bills being passed by for abortion to be obsolete, that's gonna be a good thing, because now any sister that does want to have an abortion, she can't get no abortion. What she can do is bring that baby to the I.S.U.P.K. and raise her baby up.
That's right. All you got to do is it's a safe haven. If you don't want your child, bring him to the I.S.U.P.K. He'll get raised. He or she will be raised in the manner that the child should be raised. The Bible said that we should raise a child in the way that he should go, and that's the word of the Most High, which is a good thing. I didn't know about that, but that's heavy right there, real heavy, and that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And because it's crazy to be like that, and the white man he thriving off of that. That's why you can find so many abortion clinics in our neighborhoods, because they know about the poverty, and then they get these sisters counseling, and most of the time they coast them into that. They was coasting them into that.
Right.
You know, you don't have the money, you don't have the education, you don't even know where to stay. You can't raise this child. Go on and get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just another deploy of the enemy, man. And the white man, his counterpart, the white woman, she just as bad as he is.
Right.
She wicked as hell. You can believe that. She wicked as hell. That's why I do not understand how brothers get to a point in their life and become so successful, and then the first thing they want to do is trade on their nation, man, and go outside their race, man. It's even in the Bible it said that we should not give our sons to their daughters or our daughters to their sons, man.
Right.
That's an abomination. That's a sin against the Most High. He don't want us mixing our bloodlines, our races. When Moses brought the children of Israel out of Egypt, it wasn't no mixed races, man.
Right.
It wasn't no mixed babies, man. We weren't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So these pastors right now today, they think that going right back to these pastors, man. They teaching the God's people everything but what they should be teaching. They lying through their teeth, man.
Right.
You can't trust them. I'm starting to see stuff where I seen a lady pastor lay on her pulpit and she told her congregation she dead and she ain't gonna get up until they give her some money. And everybody in the damn church was walking up to this lady, man, and putting money on her, throwing money on her. And she just laid there. Let them keep throwing the money until they weren't throwing no more. Then she got up and collected her money. Come on, man. You going for this? Or some other heathen mocking the Most High, man. Talking about he done raised somebody from the dead. And this nigga sitting up here looking around like a zombie, man, acting like he playing right along with it. And these people crying, man, and hollering and acting like they really believe what's going on, man.
Right.
It's just getting to a point where, man, these other, you can't trust these other races, man. You can't trust these other nations of people, man. We can't be mixing with these people, man. We got to learn how to love our own brothers and our own sisters again, man. And that's hard enough by itself.
Right.
I don't have any more energy in me to try to love another nation, man. I'm trying to learn how to love my own people, man. I'm trying to help bring my people back up under the umbrella of the Most High by putting in my work with these great men that's over me, man, in the I.S.U.P.K, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but wickedness out there, man. And we got to wake up, man. We got to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. We got to. We don't have any choice.
Right.
Let me see. 23. That was what it said. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of the power is eternal life through YAHANNA, our Lord. YAHANNA, who most people know out there as Jesus Christ, man. He's sitting at the right hand of the Most High right now, man. We're not waiting for him. He waiting for us.
Right.
He waiting for us to come back together. He waiting for us to wake up. He waiting for us to listen to his word, man. He waiting for us to become a holy people again. You know what I'm saying? And the time is winding down. You better know it. Don't you see all the disasters that's happening in this world? Don't you see all the murder, all the wars? Don't you see all the hate that's in this world? It's getting to a point, man, where people can't even hide. The white man can't even hide his hate no more, man. His wickedness is overwhelming all over the world, man. He doing what he wanted. Anywhere he put his boots, man, he taking over. He lying, he murdering, he raping. That's how he got on top.
Right.
Through his lies, his wickedness, his murder, his rape. And he great at it. He done got to a point, man, where he has successfully become the greatest murderer on this planet, man. Through chemical warfare, through physical violence.
Right.
I mean, there's no stopping it. And the only way we're going to defeat this guy is coming together in a brotherhood. We can't go against him. He got militaries, man.
Right.
He would destroy us, man. We got to, once we get back under these laws, the Most High said he will fight our battles. The Most High said he would bring the man of perdition to his knees, man.
Right.
And we won't be on the bottom no more. But the most important thing that we got to do is come back unto these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
Yeah, right.
That's it, and that's all.
No, also, if I could add on what you're saying, which is so heavy, like a lot of Black Hispanics and American Indians, like any brother or sister that's watching this live video right now in this class, like when you look at Donald Trump and the height of his white supremacy in which he has over the nations, he's doing exactly what he should be doing as a white man.
Go ahead.
As opposed to just hiding his hatred and hiding his racism, because if he would have done that, then we would be loving white people more than we are right now.
That's right.
And what he has been doing as far as exposing the nature of the true white man, in which we see today, that should teach us a lesson as Black people to not follow and to incline ourselves with white people's business, meaning that we should not be governors and mayors of a city that's owned and run by white people.
Right.
Meaning that we shouldn't be joining the white man's army to make sure that his army is still keeping us oppressed in whatever city we may be at.
That's right.
And the scripture also says, that we wrestle not against flesh and blood,
right,
but against principalities and the darkness and against the darkness and rulers of this world. Meaning that our warfare is not against another brother, another sister. Our warfare is against the white man and his doctrine that he has put on us, as far as we're saying that we African and that he is a real Jew, as to where the Lord said out of his own mouth that they are the synagogue of Satan and the niggas in America are the real Jews.
That's right.
And when we come to the realization that this Bible right here is not a book of religion, but it's our heritage, then it's real simple when it comes down to the boiling point that if we return back to our power, then the Lord's going to fight our battle for us.
Exactly.
You got that.
What the brother just brought out was so heavy, man. And it is a good thing that Dr. Trump is in there. He's a known KKK member, man. And for everybody that's out there, going to these different church denominations and churches and stuff like that, man. The Baptist church started with the KKK, man. That is the KKK, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got Black people talking about they're Baptists, man. That crap started down south, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. He is angry right now.
Right.
And he cannot hide his anger, man.
Right.
And it's a blessing that Donald Trump is in the position that he is, like the brother brought out. So to help us wake up and help us realize who our real enemy is, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That should be pushing us together. All of us, all 12 tribes of Israel, man.
Right. And the thing about what you're saying is on point. Like what you said was about the KKK started the Baptist movement for us to better go ahead and follow that false image of Christ, Caesar Borgia. Like Charles Taze Russell, he was a white man who was a Freemason that founded the religion of the Baptist movement. And just like Charles Taze Russell, every other religion that we know today, the Mormons, the Jehovah's Witnesses, all of them was created by Freemasonries, which were white men, to be able to keep us sedated from the truth of us being a well-behaved slave. All right.
Right. Come on.
So,
that's heavy, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go to Leviticus 11:45.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 45.
Read it when you get to it.
For I am the Lord, that bring you up out of the land of Egypt.
For I am the Lord who bring you up out of Egypt, the one and only true and living God. There is no other God next to the great I am.
Right.
That's our power. That's who we should be following. We should not be following Islam, none of these denominations that they got out here, even the Seventh-day Adventists, Episcopalian,
right.
None of that stuff, man. None of that stuff. The scripture said that Christianity, all these other religions, man, are abominations to the Most High, and they are a lie, man. And it's just to separate the people of God, man. And they leading his flock into different directions, and it's destroying us, man. Being under these different doctrines are destroying us, man, by the multitudes. Right. Our people are dying all day, every day, man. You got brothers that's dying with a young man got killed in his own parents' backyard, had a phone in his hand, man. And nobody is getting in trouble for these murders. And that's all they are, murders, man. You got sisters and brothers being hanged in jailhouses. You got brothers in the streets just driving down the street in their car, man. The police can get a call about a certain color of a car, and they'll see your car and get out and shoot at your damn car with your kids in the back seat, man.
Right.
They have no regard for the old or the young at all, man. For I am the Lord your God. Ye shall therefore sacrifice. Wait, hold on. What was it?
I got it.
Come on, read, sir.
Leviticus 11:45. For I am the Lord that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt to be your power. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy.
In Leviticus 11:45, he said, we should be holy because our power is holy. That only means we should be separating ourselves from these other nations, man. That only means that we should be taking our spirit from America. That's what that means, man. Stop celebrating these wicked holidays, man. When the 4th of July, Easter, Christmas, Halloween, one of the most wickedest holidays on the calendar, man. All I'm saying, brothers and sisters, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up, start caring about one another, start coming back together up under the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And there's only one way to do that, and that's in the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA.
That's right.
And under the priests and the prophets that the Most High is putting on these corners to share his truth and his word with his people.
Right.
That's my time, Israel. Shalom.